Chapter 71. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Medila's words sounded very ruthless to Lin Yuan. He did not regard the group of men behind him as human beings at all. Maybe this is the difference between demons and humans. In the minds of demons, the weak should be dominated by the strong. So Lin Yuan was not polite and waved his hand in a feigned anger. He threw a meteor shower at the others. In just a few seconds, all these demons were wiped out. Seeing this, Medila thought to himself, this kid is so strong. When these demons were killed, there was no pain in Medila's eyes, only joy. My lord, you are too strong. The vampire sat and watched his men being killed, and a look of joy appeared on his face. Sir, have you calmed down? Lin Yuan looked at the flattering face in front of him and nodded slightly. His cold appearance and murderous methods made him look like a superior demon. Medila felt that Lin Yuan's strength should be enough to kill Benis. If not, he would help him later. Seeing that Lin Yuan did not speak, Medila took the initiative to ask. Sir, you must be here for the essence of life, right? Well, essence of life, what is this? Lin Yuan looked puzzled, but he was wearing a demon mask at the moment, and Medila did not see the doubt in his eyes. Seeing that Lin Yuan did not answer, Medila thought he acquiesced, and said. General Benis also came for the essence of life this time. Then Medila took the initiative to tell Lin Yuan everything he knew. After listening to Medila's words, Lin Yuan had a strange look in his eyes. This guy knew a lot. According to Medila, the reason why this offensive and defensive battle was chosen in these demi-planes was the idea of the greedy demon Mammon, because there are many treasures in these demi-planes. For example, in the Silver Forest where Lin Yuan is located, there is a seedling of the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is a good thing. This is the mother tree on which the elves depend for survival. With the Tree of Life, elves can be reproduced continuously, and over time, an army of elves can be bred. Of course, this takes a very long time. A seedling of the Tree of Life actually appeared in a demi-plane. This how to prevent Benis from going crazy. Destroying the Tree of Life can obtain the essence of life, which can be used to refine one's own blood. If one is lucky, one can even revert to one's ancestral bloodline. It is said that Benis's ancestor was a fire demon. After knowing that there was a Tree of Life here, Benis was eager to get it. He was counting on using this life essence to purify his own bloodline. If he could revert to being a fire demon, then Benis would be able to make a big leap and soar into the sky from then on. The matter of the essence of life was top secret, and Benis only told Medila. But now Medila, whom Benis trusted the most, told Lin Yuan everything. He didn't know how angry Benis would be when he knew about it while he was in the demon fortress. After listening to Medila's words, Lin Yuan said in a slightly low voice. Life essence is no longer useful to me. You just said that the Tree of Life has another function. What is it? Medra immediately showed an ambiguous look, which made Lin Yuan feel a little uncomfortable. Medila continued. You can use natural energy to ripen the Tree of Life in advance, so that the Tree of Life can continue to breed elves. Medra laughed when he said this. My lord, elves are good things. They are of superior appearance and figure. They are 100 times more beautiful than those ugly monsters in purgatory. Only succubus can compare with them. With the Tree of Life, you will have an endless supply of harems. If you get tired of playing, you can transform these elves into dark elves or flame elves. You can play them however you want without worrying about their rebellion. As long as the Tree of Life is in your hands, they will obey your orders unconditionally. After Medila finished speaking, she rubbed her hands, looking like a LSP. After listening to Medila's explanation, Lin Yuan was speechless. Well, it turned out to be this kind of use. Lin Yuan's interest suddenly increased. Don't get me wrong, Lin Yuan just couldn't bear to let these lovely elf girls fall into the hands of the devil. How can I control the Tree of Life? Lin Yuan asked. This. Medila hesitated. Lin Yuan snorted, somewhat dissatisfied, and frightened Medila so much that he quickly said the rest of the words. General Benis has a spell on him that can be used to control the Tree of Life, but he wears it with him, and no one else is qualified to touch it, not even me. Medila told the truth. After listening to Lin Yuan, he immediately came up with a good idea. but he still needed Medila's cooperation, so, Lin Yuan said. The essence of life is useless to me, but I am a little interested in the tree of life. I plan to ask Benis for the talisman. Do you think he will give it to me? That it would be strange if he did. Benis is a fire demon, and he can't have sex with elves, so Benis is not very interested in elves. He only wants to purify his blood, that's why he won't give you the talisman. If he gives you the talisman, where can he get the essence of life? Of course, these are all Medela muttered in his heart, but he didn't say them out loud. What he said to Lin Yuan was completely opposite. Sir, if you take action, you will surely succeed immediately, but... Medela hesitated to speak. It's just that General Benis's temper may be a little strange. You may not be able to see him. General Benis is the nephew of the fire demon Commander Dal, and he is not easy to mess with. This time, Medela told Lin Yuan all about Benis's background, except for telling Lin Yuan what color underwear Benis was wearing. The fire demon Dal. Lin Yuan seemed to have heard of this name. The fire demon that Two Gang killed last time seemed to be Dal's younger brother. He was not a person in purgatory, and he was not afraid that Bal would retaliate against him. What was there to worry about? So, Lin Yuan pretended to be displeased and snorted coldly. So what if Dal is better than the devil? Lin Yuan pointed at Medela and said. Take me to see Benis now. If he doesn't know what's best for him, don't blame me for being rude. Medela heard Lin Yuan's words and muttered to himself, he is quite good at making up stories. He even did it with the devil. However, Medela still pretended to be ecstatic. Good sir, I will take you to see General Benis right away. Before leaving, Medela suddenly remembered something and said with a pleading look on his face. My lord, I came out this time on the orders of General Benis, and promised to be the first to break through the enemy's defense line. Now all my men have been killed by you, my lord. I am afraid that if I go back alone, I will be beaten to death by General Benis. Could you please destroy the wall so that I can have an explanation? Acting should be done as if it were real. Chapter 72. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hearing Medela's request, Lin Yuan thought about it and nodded in agreement. Yes. Then Lin Yuan flew into the air and threw a shower of meteors at his own city wall. In less than 5 seconds, the city wall collapsed with a bang. The central defense has been breached. When Lin Yuan broke through his own city wall, all human professionals received a prompt. Damn, are all the professionals in Zhongzhou pigs? How come the defense in the middle lane was breached so quickly? Matsui was fighting with the demon. He was fighting a demon's soul armor. He was angry when he heard the prompt, then he quickly used his ultimate move. A shadow slowly appeared behind him. Matsui attacked the demon's soul armor, and the shadow behind him also made the same move. 2 days and 1 flow. Matsui used his best trick. The 2 swords in his hands, one red and one blue, exuded the power of ghosts and gods. In less than a minute, he killed the demon's soul armor in front of him. After that, Matsui told the others behind him. Leave 50 people with me here, and the others go to the middle road for support. Although Matsui cursed happily, he was also worried that the middle road could not hold up. He could only let others go to support. Yamada behind him heard Matsui's order, a smile flashed in his eyes, and he led people to support the middle road. Chen Bin was naturally one of them. As for Zhang Fan, they had more people and could suppress the attacking demons. When they heard that the defense of the middle road was breached, their first reaction was disbelief. Impossible. A Yuan is so strong, how could his defense be breached? But no matter how unbelievable it is, the prompt has been issued. How could it be false? At this moment, 2 voices appeared in Zhang Fan's team. One was to believe in Lin Yuan, thinking that even if the middle road was breached, there would be no problem. The other was to go back to support. All hopes cannot be placed on Lin Yuan. The 2 voices were deadlocked, and finally, Zhang Fan made the decision. Let those who want to support go to the middle road, and those who believe in Lin Yuan continue to stay here. In the end, more than 120 people chose to support the middle road. There were more than 190 people left with Zhang Fan, while resisting the demon attack. Zhang Fan looked in the direction of the middle road. He murmured in his heart, don't let any accidents happen. How about it, are you satisfied? Now you can explain it, right? After destroying the city wall, Lin Yuan naturally received the reminder, but he didn't take it seriously. He had killed all the attacking demons, so what was there to worry about? Satisfied, very satisfied, your strength is really too strong. Seeing that Lin Yuan destroyed the elves' wall with only one skill, Medila's smile became even bigger. This kid's strength is really unfathomable. I'm afraid Benis will really be defeated this time. Take me to Benis quickly. Lin Yuan was afraid that the night would be long and he wanted to solve Benis as soon as possible so as to complete the job transfer task. Medila heard Lin Yuan's urging and immediately headed towards the direction of the demon fortress without stopping. Medila and Lin Yuan had not been gone for long, the other two reinforcements also arrived. Why is there no one here? But when the other two groups of professionals arrived here, they only saw the ruined city wall, and no trace of human professionals. Were they all killed? But we didn't encounter any demons along the way. Where did the people defending the middle road go? The professionals who came to support were confused. The brave professionals came outside the ruins and shouted. There are traces of demons here. Others heard the shouts and came to the outside of the ruins. What they saw was a pile of demon corpses. These demon corpses were very strange, and they fell neatly on the spot. It seemed that they did not resist at all when they were killed. It was very strange. Yamada and Shinbin looked at each other in shock when they saw this situation. There was confusion in their eyes. That's right, the two of them had confirmed each other's identities through secret codes. They are both members of the natural disaster cult. It's just that one is from the Zhongzhou branch and the other is from the Neon branch. The goals of the two are the same. Yamada's goal is to disrupt Matsui's job transfer task, and Shinbin's goal is to disrupt Lin Yuan's job transfer task. Through the secret code, Shinbin discovered that in addition to Yamada, there are 11 members of the natural disaster cult. In this way, among the 500 people, there were as few as 13 traitors. These traitors were shocked to see their own demon army being slaughtered. Who did it? The middle road was too weird, the ground was full of demon corpses, and the walls were breached, but there was not a single living person. These professionals didn't know what to do. At this moment, new prompts appeared on the battlefield. Humans, 497 demons, 213, the left one was the number of surviving human professionals, and the right one was the number of surviving demons. The number of surviving humans is twice that of demons. This is all Lin Yuan's credit. Most of the demons were killed by Lin Yuan. After Shinbin and others understood the gap in strength between the two sides, they were very nervous. If this goes on, the human professionals are likely to win. This won't do. If the assigned tasks are not completed, I'm afraid I'll be worse off than dead. Yamada and Shinbin looked at each other and quietly summoned other traitors to discuss countermeasures. What should we do? The human side has an absolute advantage now. I am afraid that in 2 hours, all the demons will be killed and our mission will fail. Shinbin's face was gloomy, thinking of how he had been fighting in the abyss for 24 hours in the past few days, just to avenge Lin Yuan. But now the demons were so disappointing. Shinbin couldn't help but curse. What a waste. Yamada knew who Shinbin was scolding, and nodded in agreement. It was really unlucky. The demons we encountered this time were so weak that most of them were killed for no apparent reason. We were too late to do anything. The other Scourge believers also sighed and could not offer any constructive suggestions. Finally, Yamada suddenly thought of something and took out a bottle from his backpack. Contaminated blood, special, effect, contaminates the target and turns it into a deformed creature after 30 seconds. As long as we pour this thing on the Tree of Life, we will win after 30 seconds. Yamada actually planned to attack his own core building. Come to think of it, with only 13 of them, they couldn't kill all the other human professionals. They originally wanted to use the Devil's Hand to kill the human professionals, but now it's good. Most of the Devil's troops have been killed, without support. These people had to set their sights on the Tree of Life. Your idea is good, but how can we sneak to the Tree of Life? You know, the elf hero has been guarding the Tree of Life. Shinbin's eyes lit up when he saw the contaminated blood, but there was an unsolvable problem in front of them, that is, Leah. That elf hero is not a pushover. If we approach the Tree of Life without her consent, she will definitely attack us. Who among us can take her arrow? After that, everyone else was silent. Shinbin was right. None of these people could do it. Chapter 73. You are listening at novelfull.audio. How about we lure the tiger away from the mountain? A thin assassin suddenly spoke up. We lied to Leah about the military situation and told her that we couldn't resist the demon's attack. We sent her away and will start the fight after she left. After this person finished speaking, some of the others nodded, thinking this was a good idea, but one person shook his head. That's not right. The mission of that elf hero is to protect the tree of life. She won't do anything even if we all die. The assassin was displeased when he heard someone refute him. This doesn't work, that doesn't work either, you should think of a solution. The man opened his mouth to say something, but then sighed helplessly. He really didn't have any good ideas. Seeing that everyone had talked about it and couldn't come up with a good idea, Chen Bin became a little anxious. Suddenly, a soldier named Wang Chong took out a prop, sleeping spell, forces a target below level 30 to fall asleep for 10 seconds. Being attacked will interrupt the sleeping effect. 2 halves. This. Chen Bin and the others stood up excitedly. You have this item, why didn't you take it out earlier? Wang Chong was a little slow to react. This item was not usually used, and it had been gathering dust in the package. Just now, a flash of inspiration came to him, and he remembered that there was this item. After everyone calculated, this spell can be used twice in total, which adds up to 20 seconds. If the others delay a little longer, it shouldn't be a problem to delay for 30 seconds, so everyone decided to do it. While the others were still wandering in the middle, Chen Bin and his men left here quietly. How far is it to the demon city? After flying for nearly 10 minutes, Lin Yuan asked Medela. Medela immediately replied, Sir, we will arrive after crossing this canyon. Looking at the towering canyon, Lin Yuan nodded. Speed up. Medra burned some of his blood and energy upon hearing this, increasing his speed by another 20%. In less than 2 minutes, the two of them crossed the canyon, and a city full of purgatory style appeared in front of them. Sir, this is the demon city. It was built not long ago, and many entertainment facilities have not been built yet. Please bear with me. Medra took the initiative to lead the way and introduced the city. There is an automatic defense array in the city, which can withstand 100 million damages. Even if all the human professionals come out, they can't break through the defense array in the city in a short time. There are 10 fell cannons here, and the damage of each shell is equivalent to the full A-level skill of a level 20 human mage. Seeing the fell cannons, Lin Yuan looked at them a few more times and remembered their positions. When he took action, he thought about knocking them down first. The two walked about 200 meters and came to the gate of the demon city. At this moment, the gate of the demon city was wide open, and there were only 2 demon guards guarding the gate, which was quite shabby. Come to think of it, the demons have been sent out to fight, and it is good to have 2 gatekeepers at home. When Medela and Lin Yuan came to the door, the 2 demon guards looked at them. The 2 obviously knew Medela. Lord Medela, didn't you lead the troops to attack? Medela's face turned serious when he heard the 2 soldiers' words. Didn't you hear that the enemy's defense has been broken by me? I was about to report important military information to General Benis. Where is the general now? It is well known that Medela is Benis's confidant. So when the 2 soldiers heard that Medela had important military information, they dared not talk nonsense and immediately stepped aside to make a passage. So, Lin Yuan walked into the demon city so swaggeringly, the automatic defense array in the city could not recognize Lin Yuan's identity. This is all the credit of the Heart of Gluttony. The priority is full. As long as the item is lower than the level of the Heart of Gluttony, there is no way to identify Lin Yuan's identity. Therefore, Lin Yuan had a smooth journey and soon arrived at Benis's residence. General Benis, Medela wants to see you. When he came to where Benis usually stayed, Medela knocked on the door and said softly. Benis seemed to be surprised that Medela would come back so soon, but he still let Medela in. Come in. After Medela came in, Lin Yuan followed him. Benis frowned when he saw Lin Yuan, but then he thought that this person was brought by Medela, and maybe he had something important to report to him. His brows relaxed again. Benis is a fire demon, with a body length of 5 meters, and the upper body is 2 meters when standing upright. Standing there is very oppressive. Fire demon, Benis, hero, LV 25. HP, 360000. Mana, 200000. Attack power, 320000. Skills, continuous fireballs, fork of wrath, anti-magic shield, rain of fire. I didn't expect this fire demon to be a magic boss. Lin Yuan was almost fooled by his huge body. But we can't rule out that this fire demon is a magic and martial arts master, because the creatures of purgatory themselves prefer melee. Even if this fire demon is a magic creature, his melee ability cannot be underestimated. Seeing Medela coming in, Bennis rarely smiled. Medela, I didn't expect you to break through the opponent's defense so quickly. What reward do you want? Hearing the compliment, Medela laughed dryly and replied respectfully. This is all thanks to the general. If it weren't for the magic soul armor given to me by the general, I wouldn't have won so quickly. Ha ha ha, I guess I had foresight in saying this. That's right, the general is a master strategist with a far-sighted vision. Lin Yuan was speechless when he heard this. It was me who broke the wall. Why are you two bragging to each other? Aren't demons always straightforward? Why are you learning the human way now? It's so hypocritical. Lin Yuan was a little impatient and coughed softly beside him. Cough. Hearing the cough, Medela realized that she had almost forgotten about this gentleman. Just as she was about to introduce him, Bennis flew into a rage. Who the hell are you? Didn't you hear me talking? You don't know the difference between high and low. After saying that, he raised his hand and shot a series of fireballs at Lin Yuan. He wanted to beat Lin Yuan into pieces. You dare to disturb this general's interest, damn it. If this skill hits the body, ordinary level 20 professionals can't resist it. Of course, Lin Yuan is obviously not one of them. Finding that the fire demon actually took action directly, Lin Yuan directly said to Medela. You saw it, he was the first to attack. As he spoke, he threw an annihilation black hole directly at the fire demon's feet. 360000. In order to prevent the fire demon from using the anti-magic shield, Lin Yuan tapped his feet lightly and activated the silent field. The continuous fireballs hit Lin Yuan and caused a series of damage. 1600, 3200. 1600. The highest was 3200, and the lowest was 1600, but this was just a drop in the bucket for Lin Yuan, who had a massive shield. Medela's reaction was also extremely fast. When he saw that the two were about to fight, he disappeared without a trace. Chapter 74. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Damn it, you dare to attack the future Fire Lord. After being silenced, Bennis immediately picked up the flaming fork beside him and stabbed at Lin Yuan, but he was still a step too slow. Lin Yuan sent out a war gale and knocked Bennis back. 320000. Then the strong wind spread and directly shattered Bennis's residence. 36000. 320. 000. Damage from the annihilation black hole and the subsequent damage from the gale appeared on Bennis's head. In just a few seconds, nearly half of Bennis's health was knocked off. As soon as the silence effect ended, Bennis immediately put on an anti-magic shield. Anti-magic shield, immune to single-target spells, and reduce group spell damage by 90%, lasting for 30 seconds. After Bennis activated this skill, he looked at Lin Yuan with fear. Who on earth is this gentleman? Until now, Bennis had not discovered that Lin Yuan was a human being, because the aura of purgatory on Lin Yuan was too pure. Coupled with the gorgeous demon wings behind him, it was hard to associate Lin Yuan with a human being. You ask who I am? My name is Yufod. Lin Yuan made up a name. After hearing Lin Yuan say his name, Bennis recalled carefully in his mind and found that there was no one named Yufod among the younger generation in purgatory. Could he be the descendant of some ancient being? Bennis said seriously. Sir Fard, this offensive and defensive battle is coordinated by Lord Mammon. If you continue to attack me and anger Lord Mammon, you will suffer the consequences. Bennis pulled Mammon's tiger skin and wanted to scare Lin Yuan away, but Lin Yuan didn't care at all. The reason why he didn't continue to attack was because Bennis had an anti-magic shell on his body. Since Bennis wanted to delay time, Lin Yuan was happy to continue chatting with him. When the skill effect ended, Lin Yuan would kill him. Bennis obviously knew Lin Yuan's plan and squeaked, the fire demon. Commander Dal is my uncle. If you kill me, he will definitely avenge me. But these words still couldn't move Lin Yuan. Seeing this, Benis's face changed, and he planned to fight to the death. Then, Benis took out a machine and pressed the button on it. The whole city suddenly rumbled. This was the defense array being activated, but the effect of the array is now only for Benis himself. In other words, Benis now has a shield of 100 million health points. Then Lin Yuan saw that the 10 evil energy cannons in the city were aimed at him. The muzzles emitted a faint green evil flame. Humph, you really think I'm easy to bully? Benis used the machine to control the evil energy artillery to attack, and he himself was not idle, constantly firing continuous fireballs and fire rain at Lin Yuan. For a moment, countless fireballs hit Lin Yuan. 3200, 40,000. Fell cannon, gold, HP, 800, 000. Attack power, 240, 000. The damage of the fell cannon is very high. One fell fireball will cause 40,000 damage. Although the shield can resist it, Lin Yuan still plans to destroy those annoying cannons first. Lin Yuan's figure flashed and came to the vicinity of the fell cannon, throwing several annihilation black holes at the fell cannon. 120000. The 120,000 artillery itself has no magic resistance. It was smashed into pieces in less than a second. Then Lin Yuan used the same trick again. In less than 10 seconds, all 10 fell energy artillery were smashed into pieces. Hateful. Seeing the 10 cannons turned into pieces on the ground. Benis' heart was bleeding. These were the cannons that he had spent a lot of money to buy, and they were broken just like that. Benis was extremely heartbroken, but he had no way to deal with Lin Yuan, because Lin Yuan could fly. As a fire demon, Benis could not fly. Although he could hit Lin Yuan, his damage was not serious, and was not even as much as the damage caused by the fell cannon. This was because Lin Yuan's magic resistance was too high. The SS-level skill Supreme Energy plus the equipment on his body allowed Lin Yuan to reduce 80% of magic damage. Benis did not have the skills to ignore magic resistance, so the damage caused was pitifully low. Why could the fell cannon deal so much damage? It was because of the fell energy. Fell energy naturally has the effects of breaking magic and weakening, so it can deal such high damage. After 30 seconds, the anti-magic shell on Benis' body had disappeared. Lin Yuan did not intend to hold back any longer, and was ready to destroy both the man and the city. After flying to a distance of 300 meters from the ground, Lin Yuan stopped and activated the secret skill that came with his cloak. Secret spell, doubles the time of the next spell and doubles the damage. Lin Yuan used the skill Meteor Shower. He also cleared his mana bar while using the secret spell. 20 seconds passed in a flash, and when Lin Yuan released the skill, the whole sky darkened. Dense flaming meteors appeared above the castle. Lin Yuan waved his hand, and the sky collapsed and the earth shook. 6300000. 6300000. Each meteorite caused millions of damage. After 10 seconds, the entire demon city no longer existed. All other demons in the city were wiped out, leaving only Benis lying on the ruins, dying. Fire demon, Benis, hero, LV 25. HP, 73652 mana, 180000. Attack power, 320000. Skills, continuous fireball, fork of wrath, anti-magic shield, rain of fire. The entire city was destroyed, the defensive array was shattered, and Benis was on the verge of death. He looked at Lin Yuan with a deep fear in his eyes. Don't kill me, I am willing to buy my life with treasures, and I will give you a satisfactory reward after returning to purgatory. According to the rules of purgatory, the losing party can pay a high price to buy his own life. Most demons will not violate this rule. Killing the other party will not get any practical benefits, but will create enemies for yourself. Therefore, the trend of spending money to buy life is very popular among demons, because this is considered to be fighting to support fighting. The strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be the exploited party. But this rule is useless for Lin Yuan, because the other party can only fulfill his promise when he returns to purgatory alive. Lin Yuan can't go to purgatory for this little profit. I'm afraid that as soon as Lin Yuan entered purgatory, the angry demon appeared in front of him. So Benis is still going to die. Lin Yuan sent out an extreme cold shock. 96,000. Benis was killed before he could finish his next words. Lin Yuan from the human camp kills the demon general Benis. The morale of the human camp is boosted, and all attributes are increased by 50% until the end of the battle. Lin Yuan from the human camp killed the demon general Benis, and the morale of the human camp was boosted, and all attributes were increased by 50% until the end of the battle. After Benis was killed, all the professionals received a notification. Chapter 75. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The death of the demon general instantly detonated the entire human camp. Lin Yuan is awesome. Broken voice. Baga, who is this Lin Yuan? How could he kill the demon general? Great, let's launch a counterattack while all attributes are improved. The morale of the human professionals increased greatly, and the attacking demons were beaten and fled. Humans, 485/demons, 64. Only 64 demons were left, and the number was still decreasing. Judging from this situation, the human side would be able to win in less than 10 minutes. This was supposed to be a happy thing, but some people's expressions were indeed gloomy. What should we do? If we don't act now, our mission will fail. Chen Bin said in a serious tone. We can't wait any longer. Think about what you will face if the mission fails. Hearing this, the others were all shocked, and obviously remembered something bad. If the job transfer fails, it will only mean waiting for 7 more days. If the mission fails, then I'm afraid it will be worse than death. There is no way. Once a traitor, you will be a traitor for life. There is no escape. So, these people also showed determination on their faces. Let's do it. After making the decision, Chen Bin and Yamada walked towards Leah. Lady Leah, we have important military intelligence to report. Chen Bin and his men were responsible for attracting Leah's attention, while Yamada was responsible for contaminating the Tree of Life. Seeing that Chen Bin's words attracted Leah's attention, Yamada started to hide and lurk towards the Tree of Life. Coincidentally, Leah was shocked by the fact that the demon general was killed by Lin Yuan, and her attention was not very focused. In addition, Chen Bin and his men deliberately blocked her, which gave Yamada an opportunity to take advantage of. He actually allowed Yamada to approach the Tree of Life smoothly. Is there any important military information? Leah's tone was not as cold as before. Seeing this, Chen Bin immediately stepped forward. Lady Leah, the demon general has been killed by us, and we are about to win. Leah nodded, her tone somewhat flat. Oh, this matter. Because this matter has been prompted by the system, Leah already knew about it, but Leah only knew that the demon general was dead, but didn't know how he was killed, so she asked curiously. Do you know how the demon general was killed? After Leah asked the question, Chen Bin gestured to Yamada, indicating that he could take action. Then he said to Leah. Lady Leah, you have asked the right person. No one knows better than me. After Chen Bin finished speaking, Yamada had already opened the bottle of contaminated blood and poured it towards the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life has been polluted and will be transformed into a twisted tree in 30 seconds. The Tree of Life has been polluted and will be transformed into a twisted tree in 30 seconds. The scarlet reminder instantly appeared in everyone's ears. The Tree of Life is the core building of the human side. If it is transformed into a twisted tree, the job transfer tasks of all professionals on the human side will be considered failed. There is a deep connection between the elf Leah and the Tree of Life. The moment the Tree of Life showed abnormality, she looked towards Yamada and shouted. Dare to desecrate the Tree of Life, give me. Before she could even utter the word die, she was knocked unconscious by a club from one of the assassins. However, Leah had a high resistance to abnormalities and woke up in 1 second. Chen Bin frowned as he watched. What a trouble. Then he fired a shock shot at Leah. 0.5 seconds later, Leah woke up again. He knew that the professionals around him were all traitors, so he didn't plan to hold back. He planned to activate the ultimate skill, Stars Shine, to blast these damn traitors into scum. Before she could use her skills, she suddenly fell into a coma. This was Zhang Chong using a sleeping spell on Leah. We just delayed for less than 3 seconds, and with the 20-second sleeping spell, it's only 23 seconds. We still have to hold on for another 7 seconds. Chen Bin stood up and said loudly. It has come to this point, so don't hide it. Show us all your props and skills, or we will all die when this woman wakes up. One of the men heard Chen Bin's words, and his hesitant expression suddenly became firm. He took out a small square box. Exile box, exile a target no higher than level 30 into a box. The box itself has 1 million HP and is a one-time item. Seeing this box, everyone showed a look of joy. This is stable. This is bad. After hearing the prompt, the professionals on the top and bottom lanes all felt depressed. They ignored the attacking demons and turned back to rescue the Tree of Life within 30 seconds, but their actions were doomed to be in vain, not to mention how far away they were. No one could purify the pollution, unless someone destroyed the demon fortress first within 30 seconds. Where on earth is the demon fortress? Lin Yuan was standing in the ruins of the demon city, looking around. The entire demon city had now become a ruin. If the demon fortress was here, it would have been blown up long ago. There was no need to look for it. As he walked, Lin Yuan actually saw a figure standing next to a big rock. This figure turned out to be Medela. Medela, you are not dead. Lin Yuan was a little surprised. Medela was able to save his life under the meteor shower with full firepower. Medela was quite capable. Medela was a little shabby at the moment. After seeing Lin Yuan, he showed a bright smile. My lord, you are so powerful that you destroyed both the people and the city. Medela seemed to have not heard the hint and treated Lin Yuan the same as before, which confused Lin Yuan. Is there a conspiracy? Forget it, who cares? Even if there is a conspiracy, I am not afraid. Lin Yuan asked bluntly. Do you know where the demon fortress is? Hearing Lin Yuan's question, Medela laughed. It was I who suggested hiding the demon fortress, so I knew. Take me there quickly. Lin Yuan was a little impatient. There were less than 25 seconds left before the Tree of Life was contaminated, and Lin Yuan had to destroy the demon fortress before that. Medela heard Lin Yuan's urging and did not waste time. He moved the big stone in front of him and stretched out his hand to pull. A 2-meter-wide passage appeared in front of the two of them. The demon fortress is at the end of the passage. Before Medela finished speaking, Lin Yuan rushed in impatiently. After Lin Yuan's figure completely disappeared, Medela said to himself. The gluttonous demon god actually fell. What a lucky little guy. Medela looked at his hands and shook his head. This body could have been used for a while, what a pity. After saying that, Medela's body gradually disappeared, as if it had never appeared. At the base camp of the human side, next to the Tree of Life, Chen Bin was silently thinking. Continue to cast the sleeping spell. Soldier Zhang Chong did not dare to neglect it, and released the sleeping spell towards Leah at the last second. They were dancing on the edge of a knife. If they were a second slower, Leah would have wiped them out. Fortunately, they did it. Leah fell into a deep sleep again. So far, everything has developed in the direction of Chen Bin's plan. As long as they hold on for another 17 seconds, the Tree of Life will be completely polluted and twisted. There. Mission will be completed. The job transfer missions of Lin Yuan and other geniuses will fail. Chapter 76. You are listening at novelfull.audio. If the job transfer task fails, you need to wait 7 days before you can accept it again. By then, Lin Yuan's level will be far behind. Besides, with people like Chen Bin, Lin Yuan's second job transfer task may not be successful. Each person can only accept the job transfer task 3 times. If you fail 3 times, you will never be able to upgrade again. You can only stay at level 20 forever. The purpose of these human traitors of the Scourge is this: kill them if you can, and if you can't kill them, let them fail the job transfer task. Prepare to kill all the good seedlings of this generation of the human race in the cradle. After a few years, there will be a gap in the professionals of the human race, and Purgatory's opportunity will come. It must be said that Chen Bin and others took action at the right time. Other professionals were fighting on the front line, and Leah's attention was attracted by the death of the demon general, so she relaxed her vigilance and had no defense. Only then did the traitors of the Scourge find the right time to take advantage of the opportunity. Time passed quickly, and the fastest professionals returning from the front line only walked half of the way. There was less than 15 seconds left. Many professionals showed annoyance on their faces. I was careless. I should have left a few people to guard the house. Baga. Is the hero Leah a pig? How could she allow the Tree of Life to be polluted? Oh my God, is there no one at home to defend? Damn it. But no matter how much they cursed, it was useless. The time for the second sleeping spell was about to end, and someone had already prepared the exile box. when there was only 1 second left in the countdown of the sleeping spell, this person activated the exile box in advance. Leia, who woke up, was about to use her ultimate move, but found herself trapped in the box space. Leia decisively used her ultimate move, Shine of the Stars. This skill is area damage, causing 100,000 damage per second, lasting 20 seconds, but the exile box has 1 million health points, and it takes at least 10 seconds to break the box, but the Tree of Life is completely hopeless with only 7 seconds left. It's too late. What to do? Who can save the Mother Tree? Who can save me? Leia closed her eyes in despair. Finally found it. Lin Yuan's expression was full of excitement. It's hidden deep enough. After entering the tunnel, in order to save time, they used the teleportation function 5 times in a row before they reached the end. These people were like moles, digging so deep. When they reached the end, they saw a semicircular object with a diameter of about 10 meters, Demon Fortress, Building Core, HP, 5000000. Defense, 50,000. Seeing that the Demon Fortress only had 5 million HP, Lin Yuan breathed a sigh of relief. Without wasting any time, he instantly cleared his mana bar and used more than a dozen skills on the Demon Fortress. For a moment, the Demon Fortress withstood the raging flames, wind, frost, and black holes. From a distance, it looked like a blooming firework, magnificent and incomparable. 420000, 360000, 280000. In less than 3 seconds, the Demon Fortress was shattered by Lin Yuan's bombardment skills. Congratulations to Lin Yuan of the human camp for being the first to break the Demon Fortress and win this battle. You will be automatically teleported after 10 minutes. Congratulations to Lin Yuan of the human camp for being the first to break the Demon Fortress and win this battle. You will be automatically teleported after 10 minutes. Congratulations to Lin Yuan of the human camp for being the first to break the Demon Fortress and win this battle. He will be automatically transferred in 10 minutes. 3 consecutive announcements sounded, and all the professionals in the entire battlefield were stunned. Am I hallucinating? Didn't they just tell me that the Tree of Life would be destroyed in 5 seconds? Lin Yuan is so YYDS. Who is this Lin Yuan, and how could he be so powerful? No matter what, the winner is the human camp. All the professionals on the human side are jubilant, but some people are not happy. They are Chin Bin and others. They tried very hard and were about to succeed, but Lin Yuan destroyed the Demon Fortress. He won the victory before them. Their wish was overturned. These people knew that it was impossible and immediately prepared to escape, but halfway through the run, they found that more than a dozen ropes suddenly flew out from behind them and tied them up tightly. Because Leia had come out of the box of exile, the first thing she did when she came out was to release the ropes to control them. Then she rushed to the side of the Tree of Life to check. The Tree of Life was in a very bad state at the moment. Although it was not completely polluted, it was also at the point of exhaustion, if not. It was Lin Yuan who destroyed the Demon Fortress ahead of time and won the victory. The rules gave a little protection, but the Tree of Life has now been thoroughly polluted and turned into a twisted monster. Due to the emergency situation, Leia took out a bottle from her waist. This bottle contained the essence of the moon, which had a purification effect. In order to enhance the effect of the essence of the moon, Leia poured most of her own energy into it, and poured the entire bottle of moon essence on the Tree of Life. The condition of the Tree of Life has improved a lot, but this is also a temporary solution. In less than a month, the Tree of Life will still wither. Seeing this, Leia's eyes were filled with murderous intent, and she wanted to kill these traitors who blasphemed the Tree of Life. Just as she was about to take action, Matsui came back with many professionals. The tied-up Yamada rolled his eyes and immediately shouted, "Lord Matsui, this elf is a spy of the devil. I saw her pour something into the Tree of Life, and then the Tree of Life was polluted. We wanted to stop her, but she tied us up. You came at the right time. She is in a weak state now. Kill her quickly to get the artifact." Yamada has been Matsui's confidant for many years and knows that Matsui is a fool with only force but no brains, so the villain complained first, intending to incite Matsui to help them kill Leia. Matsui, who had just returned here, was overjoyed when he heard the words. Without considering the truth of Yamada's words, he drew his weapon and killed Leia. Why did he dare to do it? Because Leah was indeed in a weak state, as Yamada said. Leah, Hero Ranger, LV-25, weakened state, HP, 120,0000 mana, 50,000. Attack power, 30,000. Skills, Scatter, Chain Arrow, Shock Arrow, Starry Sky, unusable. Leah's attack power and HP have been greatly reduced, and even her ultimate is unusable, which is why Matsui dared to take action. Matsui was the first to take action, and the professionals behind him also wanted to take advantage and attacked Leah. He planned to kill Leah within 10 minutes. The so-called artifact of Yamada was revealed. This made Leah very angry. They are the ones who polluted the Tree of Life, they are the traitors. The wronged Leah was still making excuses, but she found that none of these professionals listened to her explanation. She understood immediately, these people were not unaware of the truth. What they really wanted was to kill themselves and get the artifact. Thinking of this, Leah no longer held back. Draw the bow and shoot arrows. Fight back against the professionals who dared to attack her. Even if we fight to the last moment, we will make you pay the price. The battle between the two sides was very fierce. It should be said that Matsui's combat effectiveness was not weak. Moreover, thanks to Lin Yuan, these people temporarily increased all attributes by 50%, and Leah's attributes were weakened, and they fell into a bitter battle for a while. Leah's blood volume was decreasing at a steady rate. In less than 5 minutes, Leah would be killed. At this time, Zhang Fan also rushed back with a lot of people. What happened? The demon fortress was destroyed. Why are we fighting each other? The arrival of Zhang Fan and his men made Chen Bin nervous. He looked at Yamada and repeated what he said before loudly, but Zhang Fan was more cautious and did not choose to believe it, because Zhang Fan saw Chen Bin. This word coming from the mouth of this despicable villain was not credible. Zhang Fan was hesitating whether to save Leah or not. While he was hesitating, Leah only had 200,000 HP left. She was in danger. Chapter 77. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Stop. In the end, Zhang Fan decided to save Leah and shouted to Matsui and others. Stop it. But his words had no deterrent effect. Seeing Zhang Fan and the others trying to stop him, Song Jing prepared to launch a big move to take down Leah's head in one fell swoop. At this moment, a figure instantly appeared nearby. It was Lin Yuan, who had returned by using the teleportation phantom. What are you doing? Are you going to rebel? Lin Yuan looked and saw that the professionals from other countries were attacking the elf Leah. This was not okay. The elf girl was so cute. Why did they attack her? Lin Yuan flashed to the middle of these people. First, there was a silent area, silencing everyone. Then, Lin Yuan raised his hand, and large and small flaming meteorites appeared in the sky. Stop it. Whoever starts the fight, don't blame me for my inability to see things. Chen Bin saw Lin Yuan suddenly appear and shouted. Lin Yuan, the professionals around saw the fire meteors all over the sky, and heard that the person who spoke was Lin Yuan, the great hero of this battle, and they stopped immediately. Is this person Lin Yuan Jun? He is indeed very powerful. Lin Yuan is so impressive, he is worthy of being the one who killed the demon general single-handedly. These professionals were attacking Leah 1 second ago, and they were all flattering Lin Yuan the next second. This made Matsui very unhappy. Humph, what are you so proud of? Lin Yuan not only stole my limelight, but also stopped me from killing Leah. How despicable. This elf is a spy of the devil. Why did you save her? Are you also a spy of the devil? Matsui said, thinking that someone would agree with him, but he found that the professionals around him looked at him as if he were a fool. He was immediately unhappy. Didn't you hear what Yamada said? It was this spirit that poured something into the Tree of Life, which caused the pollution. After hearing this, the bound Yamada cursed him in his heart, with a sad expression on his face. That's right. Yamada repeated what he had just said, trying to confuse Lin Yuan, but Lin Yuan was such a smart man that he saw through the loopholes in Yamada's words at a glance. Do you think I am as stupid as that guy named Matsui and would believe your lies? Matsui's forehead veins popped out when he heard this. Lin Yuan glanced at Yamada and said disdainfully. Leah was born from the Tree of Life. Even if she died, she would never harm the Tree of Life. If the Tree of Life was completely polluted, she would be the first to die. Please have some common sense and don't treat other people as fools. Lin Yuan heard this information from Medela, and it was just right for him to put it into practice. When Medela was mentioned, Lin Yuan's heart moved. Could this person be a spy from the devil? Or a clone of a big boss? A spy? Oh, these people are not spies from the Scourge cult. At this moment, Lin Yuan basically confirmed the identities of these people. After Lin Yuan's reminder, the other professionals now understood. So that's how it is. The elf hero was actually bred by the Tree of Life. The elf tree is like a mother to Leah. Would anyone hurt their mother? Obviously not. We have all been deceived. When the professionals from other countries thought that Yamada was playing tricks on them just by talking, they were immediately angry. Damn Yamada, he actually lied to us. Come on, beat him to death. That everyone was shouting for him to be beaten. It was almost a fight. Yamada was so scared that his face turned pale. Lin Yuan waved his hand to signal everyone to be quiet. Leah, tell me what they did. Lin Yuan was ready to confirm their identity as traitors. Leah's health had just been treated and was now back to normal. After hearing Lin Yuan's words, Leah told everyone what Yamada and the others had done. Impossible, how could Yamada do this? What good would it do to them? Leah said. Matsui didn't believe it and was the first to object. Idiot. Seeing Matsui jump out first, Lin Yuan shook his head. He is so stupid that he is hopeless. They are from the natural disaster religion. When Lin Yuan said this, everyone became restless. Lin Yuan said they are the natural disaster cult. There must be evidence. What, the calamity cult? They appear again. I recognize that person. His name is Zhang Chong. He is my classmate. He has a D-level talent. I didn't expect him to join the calamity cult. No wonder he upgraded so quickly. The professionals around whispered, all thinking that what Lin Yuan said was most likely true. Their target is us. Their first task is to cooperate with the demons to destroy us. The second is to destroy our job transfer task and prevent us from transferring smoothly. Think about it carefully. Have these people ever fought hard? That when the others heard this, they all felt that what Lin Yuan said made sense. These people really had no sense of existence during the battle, and some of them even made some low-level mistakes that they shouldn't have made. Now it seems that these people clearly want to harm others. This time even Matsui had nothing to say. He was a little stupid, but not stupid to the extreme. Before, he just couldn't accept that he was like a fool and had been fooled by Yamada all the time. Now that Lin Yuan has made it so clear, if Matsui continues to make stupid moves, Lin Yuan doesn't mind sending him to reincarnation with one skill. Write down the names and identities of these people, and which city they are from. When you return to the city, hand them over to the Alliance's law enforcement team, and you will get some rewards. These traitors belong to different countries and cities, so it is a bit troublesome to deal with them. Although they can be killed here, it is the stupidest way. Only by handing them over to the law enforcement team can the interests be maximized. With the power of the law enforcement team, they can follow the clues and destroy many dens of the calamity cult. When Lin Yuan finished speaking, Chenbin climbed to Lin Yuan's side and shouted. I am not a traitor, I am your classmate, Lin Yuan. Uncle Lin, please say something, I am really not a traitor. But even though Chenbin cried heartbreakingly, Lin Yuan remained indifferent. Let the law enforcement team investigate whether you are a traitor or not. When you notify the law enforcement team, just say my name, and they will naturally believe you. Lin Yuan has already made arrangements for the professionals in Zhongzhou, and these people have no objection at all. They are grateful that Lin Yuan is willing to share the credit with them. As for other countries, Lin Yuan simply threw people to them without saying anything. Lin Yuan has no obligation to manage other people's affairs, nor does he want to manage them. In order to avoid people saying that Lin Yuan is overreaching, all other things have been solved, and Lin Yuan remembered that the most important thing has not been done. My harem group, oh no, the Tree of Life is not in my hands yet. Lin Yuan stepped towards the Tree of Life. The mother tree was seriously polluted and had less than a month to live. Leah also came over, feeling a little depressed. Only professionals who have mastered the purification expertise can completely remove the pollution of the mother tree, but this demi-plane can only be entered by professionals before the first level. The mother tree is no longer savable. This is good. My sisters died in the battle. Now I am the only one left in the tribe. I can be free. Lin Yuan heard that this was not okay. He had to find a way to save the Tree of Life. He looked at the state of the Tree of Life, larva, pollution status, .HP, 800,000/5,000,000. The Tree of Life only has 800,000 HP. And it is still losing HP continuously. At this rate of HP loss, the Tree of Life may be finished in less than a month. There are no professionals specialized in purification in this demi-plane, so why not go out and find one? Chapter 78. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Yuan said to Leah. I have a solution. Then he took out a talisman from his backpack. Control spell, use it on a creature. If the other party agrees, a master-servant contract will be concluded. It can be forcibly used on creatures with health values below 1%, the Tree of Life can be considered a creature. Lin Yuan used the spell on the Tree of Life. Leah, who was standing aside, saw Lin Yuan's actions and showed a hesitant expression on her face. She was conceived by the Tree of Life. If the Tree of Life became Lin Yuan's servant, she would not be able to escape. Do you really want to be this human servant? Leah asked herself this question over and over in her heart. After a long while, Leah finally made up her mind. This human was able to kill the demon General Benis single-handedly before he changed his job. Such a professional is destined to have an extraordinary future. Being his servant may not be a bad thing. How about it? Have you made up your mind? Lin Yuan saw Leah raise her head, and knew that she had made up her mind. Now the consciousness of the Tree of Life has become very weak, and it can no longer distinguish between good and bad. Therefore, Leah is the spokesperson of the Tree of Life. If Leah agrees, then the Tree of Life will naturally agree. Leah's eyes were firm when she heard this, and she nodded heavily. I agreed on behalf of the Mother Tree. After saying that, the talisman in Lin Yuan's hand flashed and turned into a rule contract, sinking into the body of the Tree of Life. Master, the Mother Tree has accepted the contract and has become your personal property. You can keep the Mother Tree with you for a short time. As soon as the contract was signed, Leah chanted an unknown spell, and the Tree of Life suddenly shrank to the size of a potted plant. Master, the Mother Tree cannot maintain this state for a long time. We need to find a place with abundant natural energy as soon as possible. Lin Yuan took the flower pot containing the Tree of Life and suddenly remembered that he seemed to have obtained a deed to the Dark Night Forest, so Lin Yuan found the deed and 50 kilometers. That's enough. At present, there are only two creatures, the Tree of Life and Leah, and 50 kilometers is enough for them to live. If more elves reproduce in the future, we can find a way to expand the territory. After 10 minutes, Lin Yuan returned to Tianfeng City. You have successfully completed the job transfer task and your level has been upgraded. After the job transfer was successful, Lin Yuan's previous experience points for killing the gluttonous demon god have been unfrozen, and he has been upgraded. 3 levels in a row, his level has become 23. Holy shit, what the hell, how did this guy get promoted 3 levels in a row? Look, that person is Lin Yuan. He killed the demon general alone and destroyed the demon fortress. Fuck, so awesome. A lucky person who was assigned to the same mission area as Lin Yuan shouted excitedly. His expression was the same as seeing his idol, extremely enthusiastic. Lin Yuan had more than one fan. In an instant, many professionals surrounded Lin Yuan. They pushed Zhang Fan, Su Shan and others aside. Zhang Fan and others saw this and smiled helplessly. Lin Yuan was really popular, but they were wrong. Among these people, only a few came to see Lin Yuan, and most of them came for Leah. At this moment, Leah was wearing tight leather armor, showing her curvy figure to the fullest. Her cold face and high neck were like a noble white swan, beautiful and elegant. A level 36 hunter wearing a full gold suit came to Leah with elegant manners and asked in a magnetic voice. This beautiful lady, can you tell me your name? The response was a cold look from Leah. This look was full of coldness, and it was very much like the knife man who had been killing fish in the supermarket for 3 years. The hunter felt cold in his heart when he saw the cold look, so he put away his smile and left awkwardly. The people around him saw that the hunter was frustrated and started to make a noise. You are so embarrassed, Chen Hui, you don't even look at his identity. Chen Hui was stunned and asked, What identity? That the fanatical fan of Lin Yuan just now answered this question. This elf hero who is in the first level trial has become a follower of Lord Lin Yuan. As expected of Mr. Lin Yuan, he is awesome. Hearing that such a beautiful elf was actually someone else's follower, Chen Hui's heart seemed to be broken into pieces. Make way, I have something urgent to do. Lin Yuan really couldn't stand the enthusiastic attitude of others. Of course, most of these people's enthusiasm was for Leah. It was a pity that these people were just trying to please others. If they knew that Leah affectionately called Lin Yuan master, that I don't know what their expressions would be. Lin Yuan took Leah out of the crowd and came to the Dark Night Forest as soon as possible. The Dark Night Forest is located on the 20th floor of the Holy Tower. Most of the creatures here are friendly to nature. The Holy Tower is so amazing. There is such a vast space inside. The environment on this floor is different from the 10th floor. There are lush forests everywhere. Some trees are even hundreds of meters high, full of a strong natural atmosphere. Since coming here, Leah has been smiling all the time. Master, do you want to place the Tree of Life here? Lin Yuan nodded. Yes, I have a piece of land here, currently only 50 kilometers, which is enough for now. Hearing Lin Yuan's answer, Leah smiled brightly. Leah's favorability increased by 40, and the current favorability is respect. Lin Yuan turned his head and saw the bright smile on Leah's face. His heart moved. The fairy queen admired him and obeyed his words. It was just that the fairy queen was too young. Otherwise, wake up quickly, what are you thinking about? This is an online game, you can't be timid. Lin Yuan shook his head and threw away the inappropriate thoughts, but in the process of rushing on the road, Lin Yuan couldn't help but look at Leah. This armor is so white. Oh no, this road is so bumpy. The thighs are so strong. A few minutes later, Lin Yuan arrived at his own territory according to the coordinates shown on the map. After looking at the surrounding environment, Lin Yuan nodded with satisfaction. The place was not bad. There was a large open space in front of him. There was a valley on the right side of the open space and a water source on the left. It was very suitable for living. After arriving at the open space, Lin Yuan and Leah discussed for a while and decided to place the Tree of Life near the valley. After taking root, Lin Yuan discovered one thing: the health of the Tree of Life was no longer slowly decreasing, but instead had an upward trend. Great, the natural energy here is very rich. Even without purification, the mother tree can recover to its previous state within 10 years. Seeing the hope of the mother tree's recovery, Leah was as happy as a child. From Lin Yuan's eyes, he could see Leah jumping around, innocent and lively. 10 years, that won't work. How much time will it take? Lin Yuan took out the communicator and called Chen Yuang, saying that he needed a professional who specialized in purification. When Chen Yuang heard that Lin Yuan had contracted a Tree of Life, he almost lost control. Damn, this kid is so good again. This is a huge elf harem. Oh no, this is the future elf army. Chapter 79. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After learning that Lin Yuan had planted a Tree of Life on the 20th floor of the Holy Tower, Chen Yuang came down from the Mage Association without stopping. In less than 2 minutes, Chen Yuang had already arrived in front of Lin Yuan. This was because Chen Yuang had specially changed into a gorgeous coat, otherwise he would have been even faster. It's really an elf. Even though Chen Yuang had seen beautiful women from the elves, he was still amazed by Leah. With strong forearms and slender thighs, she was like a nimble cheetah, full of power. Her face was immature but somewhat charming. She had an exotic charm. People couldn't help but be attracted to her. This was the natural racial advantage of the elves. President Chen. Lin Yuan saw Chen Yuan coming so quickly and greeted him. This is the Vice President of the Mage Association, a level 78 elemental mage. He came for the Tree of Life. Hearing Lin Yuan reveal Chen Yuan's identity, Leah smiled and nodded slightly to show respect. Master, I saw some fruits over there. I'll go pick some and bring them back. Lin Yuan nodded in agreement. After Leah left, Chen Yuan's face was full of envy. You are really good, you even got the elves under your control. The Garden Fairy tribe on the 10th floor is also related to you. You are a playful kid. Chen Yuan's tone was teasing, as if he was a prophet who saw through everything. Lin Yuan. Brother, what do you think of me? I am a serious person, okay? Seeing Chen Yuan's expression of "you know what I mean," Lin Yuan was speechless. "Chairman Chen, please stop making fun of me. Business is more important. That I am still counting on the tree of life to recover and reproduce elves. Look how impatient you are." Chen Yuan took out his communicator and dialed a number. "Lao Li, I have something to ask of you." "What, you are not on Blue Star?" "That is a pity, you will not be able to see the beautiful elf girl." Lao Li on the other side of the communicator was silent for a while, and suddenly replied. "Look at my memory. I'm on my way back to Blue Star now. I'll be there in 1 minute. Give me the coordinates and I'll be there right away." Chen Yuan snorted disdainfully and sent the coordinates to Lao Li. After ending the call, Chen Yuan said to Lin Yuan. "Although Lao Li is a bit dishonest, his strength is trustworthy." After Chen Yuan finished speaking, Lin Yuan muttered in his heart, "I don't think you are much better, and you still say that he is dishonest." It's true that people are divided into groups and birds of a feather flock together. While waiting, Leah came back with some bright red fruits in her hand. Leah picked a few of the most colorful fruits and put them in Lin Yuan's hand. "Master, this is a red water chestnut fruit, which can only grow on red water chestnut trees." Lin Yuan picked up a fruit and put it in his mouth. He took a bite and the sweet taste filled his mouth. "Not bad." Lin Yuan nodded and threw two. "President Chen, try it too." Chen Yuan reached out to take it, his expression a little strange. "This kid is quite good at it. Invisible pretense is the most deadly." An elf beauty called Lin Yuan master all the time, and even picked wild fruits for Lin Yuan. Chen Yuan looked at the side and felt bad. "I am the vice president of the Zhongzhou Mage Association, but I was outdone by a little mage who just turned 1, I am so angry." Chen Yuan picked up the fruit and took a few bites, as if he was taking out his anger on the fruit. "Chen Yuan, here I come, where is the beautiful elf you mentioned?" Chen Yuan hadn't swallowed the fruit yet, when he heard a bald man shouting in a loud voice from a distance, "Damn!" Chen Yuan's eyes widened and he shouted. "Li Dongming, I asked you to come here to purify the tree of life." What he was thinking was, even if you want to see a beautiful woman, you can't shout so loudly. "Damn, you are stupid." The bald man named Li Dongming came to Chen Yuan. "Old Chen, you are amazing. You have even mastered the elf, hee hee." Li Dongming winked at Chen Yuan and laughed. He looked so wretched. Leah was eating red water chestnuts. The fruit was juicy. When she took a bite, the juice flowed down the corners of her mouth and flowed all the way to her neck. She looked so tempting. The bald man Li Dongming's eyes widened. "It's really top-notch." After exclaiming, Li Dongming looked at Chen Yuan with a questioning look, as if asking where he got it from. Chen Yuan rolled his eyes. "I don't have such good fortune." Chen Yuan pointed at Lin Yuan who was wiping Leah's chin with his sleeve. "This kid has contracted a tree of life, and this spirit is his follower." Li Dongming was shocked when he heard this. "Damn, the tree of life." Then Li Dongming turned his head and looked around, and found the tree of life next to the valley. "It really is the tree of life. This kid is so lucky." Li Dongming walked forward and checked the status of the tree of life. "This is watered with polluted blood." Li Dongming frowned slightly. "Fortunately, someone poured the essence of the moon into it immediately, otherwise it would be hopeless. Even though the breath of the tree of life is slowly growing, this is all an illusion. If the polluting force cannot be removed immediately, the tree will be deformed into a monster within 3 days." Lin Yuan immediately became anxious when he heard this. How could this happen? The natural atmosphere here is so strong, is there no way to suppress the power of pollution? Li Dongming shook his head. If it is ordinary polluted blood, it may be possible to be dispelled by the natural breath, but the polluted blood used on the tree of life is extremely vicious. As far as I know, this kind of vicious creature should only exist in the abyss on the other side of Neon. Lin Yuan immediately briefly explained what happened in the first job mission. After understanding what happened, Li Dongming looked at Lin Yuan in surprise and muttered in his heart, "Solo kill of a heroic demon." The evil boy. "How is it, is there any way to recover?" Chen Yuan poked Li Dongming at the side. I specifically asked you to come here not because you said it was difficult. Don't drop the chain. How could I fail to deliver? Li Dongming replied. I am considering how to speed up the growth of the tree of life and make it mature earlier. When these words came out, Lin Yuan and Leah were stunned, entering the mature period earlier. Wouldn't that mean that we can breed elves continuously? Is what this person said reliable? Chen Yuan was stunned after hearing what Li Dongming said, and then asked uncertainly. Old Li, are you going to use that thing? Li Dongming nodded. That's right. I've kept that thing in my hand for so long and it's useless. It's rare to come across a young tree of life, so it's not a waste to use it on it. Lin Yuan was confused by what they said. What on earth were they talking about? Chen Yuan saw Lin Yuan's puzzled look and smiled without explaining. Although Li Dongming looks fierce, he is a level 76 disciplined priest and the vice president of the Priest Association, and Li Dongming is planning to use that thing. You kid, just wait and see, you will be shocked in a while. You are so lucky that Lao Li took out all the things he had hidden in the bottom of the box. After hearing what Chen Yuan said, Lin Yuan seemed to understand something. Chapter 80. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Then, Lin Yuan saw Li Dongming take out a green stone from the package. Heart of nature, colorful, effect, improve the target's affinity with nature. If the target is an ancient tree, it will make the target mature earlier, and there is a very small chance that the target will transform into a higher level species. What Li Dongming took out was a piece of colorful material. Seeing this piece of heart of nature, Leah was excited. It turned out to be the heart of nature. No wonder Leia was so excited. The heart of nature is extremely rare, and the one in front of Leia is of the top 7 color level. With this heart of nature, the mother tree can not only enter the maturity period ahead of time, but there is even a chance that the son of nature will be born in the future. That is a hopeful existence that can break through to the level of a demigod. After Li Dongming took out the heart of nature, he placed it on the trunk of the tree of life, and then used the S-level skill Great Purification. The rich sacred power removed all the polluting power from the tree of life. After the skill ended, Li Dongming still felt unsafe, and even he released skills such as Dispel Evil and Holy Light. After ensuring that the pollution on the tree of life was completely purified, Li Dongming released a series of buff spells such as Blessing, Luck, Holy Prayer, and Holy Light Affinity on the tree of life. After everything was ready, Li Dongming activated the heart of nature. In an instant, a green light rose from the ground and soared into the sky. All the creatures and professionals on the 20th floor could see this strange phenomenon. What is that? Is there a treasure coming into the world? Such a rich natural atmosphere, just getting close to it makes me feel happy. Many professionals and natural creatures saw the green light column and all came towards this strange phenomenon. When they approached the light column, they were reminded that the front was a private territory, which surprised these creatures and professionals. What? How could this be a private territory? Could it be that someone has obtained the contract of the Dark Night Forest? Never mind, there must be treasure in here. Let's go in quickly. What private domain? It's all a gift from nature. Why should he monopolize it all by himself? The people who were talking were all professionals, because natural creatures are peace-loving. After knowing that this is a private territory, these natural creatures all wandered outside the territory and had no intention of entering. Only those fearless professionals wanted to snatch the opportunity, but their plans were doomed to fail. When they were close to the 10-mile range, Chen Yuan had already discovered them. He waved his hand lightly, transformed into an elemental clone, and sent out an elemental clone to stop them. Most of those who were on the 20th floor were hunters or druids. The former wanted to find a powerful partner, and the latter came here to master natural spells. The levels of these people were generally not high. The highest level among them was only level 53, a tamer. As soon as Chen Yuan's elemental clone appeared, they were all scared away. Force field suppression. It's a third-level expert. These people found that the surroundings were filled with elemental power and knew that they had hit a wall. The leading beast trainer immediately became timid. We saw the light rising into the sky and thought someone was in trouble. Since you are here, we will not disturb you and will leave now. The elemental clone did not reply after hearing this. he raised his hand and released two spells, a gust of wind spell and a shock wave. These people were beaten to a pulp. This is to teach them a lesson. It will prevent them from coming again in the future, in order to hide the existence of the tree of life here. Chen Yuang was thoughtful. Oh no, it can't be called the tree of life now. I don't know if it was favored by the goddess of luck, but the tree of life encountered a situation with a very small probability of transforming into a higher level species. The tree of life transformed and evolved into the world tree. When the green light column rising into the sky dissipated, Lin Yuan opened his mouth in shock. This is the tree of life from before. Not only Lin Yuan was shocked, but Chen Yuang and Li Dongming were also shocked. Damn, Lao Li, am I seeing things? It has evolved into a world tree. Chen Yuang wiped his eyes. Unbelievable. As a level 78 elemental mage, he rarely encounters things that can shock him, and today he really encountered one. Li Dongming was also shocked in his heart, shouting wildly. Hurry, hurry, it's a big loss. But his face was calm, as if he had expected it. Isn't it just a world tree? What's the big deal? As a friend of many years, Chen Yuang knew that Li Dongming was pretending to be cool, so he gave him a middle finger. While they were chatting, Liya excitedly ran to the world tree. After transforming into a world tree, its size increased tenfold, reaching a height of 100 meters, with lush branches and leaves. When the leaves swayed, there were also spots of light. This is a manifestation of natural energy being concentrated to a certain degree. World Tree Legend, Mature, LV 52.HP, 5000000. Attack Power, 3000000. Skills, Pregnancy, World Blessing, Heart of Nature, Nature Affinity, War Form. Omitted, the World Tree has become a legendary template. With dozens of skills, Lin Yuan was dazzled. Lin Yuan carefully sensed that the connection between him and the world tree had not disappeared. In other words, such an awesome world tree belongs to Lin Yuan. This is too cool. Lin Yuan smiled in his heart. Suddenly, Lin Yuan heard Lia's painful cry, which made Lin Yuan's heart tighten. What happened? Where is Lia? Chen Yuan patted Lin Yuan's shoulder and pointed to the top of the world tree. Looking in the direction of Chen Yuan's finger, Lia was shrouded in a ball of green light. After 5 minutes, the light dissipated and Lia slowly fell to the ground. Lin Yuan wiped his eyes and found that Lia's attributes had also changed greatly. Son of Nature, Lia, Epic, LV 32.HP, 8000000. Mana, 3000000. Attack Power, 45000. Skills, Nature's Wrath, Nature's Protection, Nature's Arrows, Shining Stars, Summoning. Ancient War Trees. The World Tree blessed Lia, allowing Lia to transform into a child of nature. She became an epic creature, and her level reached 32, because after being blessed by the World Tree, both physical resistance and magic resistance have been greatly improved. The damage received will be greatly weakened, and Lia also has healing abilities. In Lia's current state, even Lin Yuan may not be sure of defeating her. Of course, Lin Yuan does not need to fight. After Lia opened her eyes, she immediately ran towards Lin Yuan and hugged Lin Yuan with open arms. Master, the mother tree transformed into the world tree, and I was also blessed and became the son of nature. Lia's actions made the two people next to her feel sour, especially Li Dongming. It was obviously me who made the tree of life upgrade. Why didn't you come and hug me? You have successfully changed your job and truly become a professional. With your strength, it won't be long before you can reach the second job. But before the second job, I have a piece of advice. You must think about your future path. Seeing that everything was resolved, Chen Yuang didn't want to watch Lin Yuan pretending to be cool, so he gave him some advice from a veteran. My path is to become an element. I am the element and the element is me. This path is difficult, but I still persist. I hope you can find a path that suits you, too.